Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Command & Conquer Zero. We are the Gentlemen. I am Manage Machine.
And I am Archon Hawk.
Today we have a special series, as this is the 1.4 2014 World Series. It's kind of funny because, we don't really need to say 1.4. I'm just used to saying 1.6.
Yeah, I know. It's probably not necessary given that the average thing is 1.4. This is, of course, 1.4, and it is between Size and Rage, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be fantastic.
It is a best of 9 series, and we'll be casting the entire best of 9 series for the grand finals here. There are some prizes involved. I'm not entirely sure who's involved, but what prizes are involved, but there's a pretty big player pool. There was, I think it was about 64 people.
I think something around
there. It was a lot.
There.
It was a fair bit. So we have Size as the GLA Vanilla on the bottom-hand side here of Tournament Desert.
And up the right, top-hand side here, Rage also as our GNA Vanilla. This is TD, no cars, no bugs, for those who are wondering.
Which is awesome, because it means that, the Terra cars won't be just really, really strong. And it's kind of nice to see, even 1.4 players appreciating that, yes, there are issues in the game, we should go to measures to remove them. So Rage actually could have denied that worker from Size with a demo trap if he so desired, which he didn't seem to.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but no,
wow.
All that's smart. He actually had a terrorist there. Of course, this is the top tier players in both teams, so the terrorist will actually force the worker off. Be denying the tech terror as well, maybe.
Yeah, bear in mind that this is probably the best 2 players in the world. We pretty much have a best of 9 between the 2 best 0 players in the world, and that's pretty damn exciting here. So let's keep an eye out for some fantastic plays, excellent micro, and all that good stuff that we love.
Indeedy, right. So a bit of a garrison war in the middle here. Both just going to be firing away. A bit of technical aggression out as well from Rage down the middle. Rage, I think, probably has the better tunnel control at the moment. Rage has tunnel networks on both sides. Size not really having that, but he's going for the ores and a lot of technical aggression.
What is in your technical Rage? Is it a tech terror? Chock a block full of those terrorists ready to blow stuff up there. Size looks as though he wants to find out, but the arms dealer is approaching its imminent doom here, perhaps. Will he evac them behind the terrorists? No, behind the technicals, rather. He's just juking. Maybe it's empty.
Maybe he's just going for
nice.
The tunnel network took it out, so maybe just going for the worker crushes there.
Yeah, because it delayed the technicals for so long, and now I really liked how that previously, I'm going to keep doing it, how Rage, actually Tech Terror is a tunnel, nice work. How Rage was denied the worker with the technical, so he couldn't repair the garrison. That was a nice little play, but with that tunnel gone, that's fantastic news for Rage, because now Size does not have control of the middle.
And you lose out. Going for that early technical aggression means that you don't have the tunnel network support, and also that Rage is going to be taking up a little bit faster. So having those quads available now and good tunnel network control means he's going to be able to force off the technicals, hopefully.
Yeah, this is a very aggressive matchup, but Rage will be going towards his quad cannons, whereas I think Size, by the looks of it, is now doing something similar, pushing up the left-hand side. A garrison full of RPGs will be quite nice here. And bear in mind, this is GLA Vanilla, so we may see some Scorpions and Marauders. And not only that, but also the Scorpion Marauders are actually cheaper compared to Demo and Toxins, so losing the technical and quads, gunning down a lot of these RPGs and even the workers too.
Yeah, quad being very, very cost efficient there, as well as denying the tunnel network on the side. So the transition comes across from Size. He's going to be moving over to the right-hand flank now.
Trying to push through here, has 2 tunnels and the garrison. It is really hard to push through those garrisons unless you get a Toxin tractor, so we may have to see Size go for that. And Rage doesn't have his 3rd or 4th supply just yet. Does have another arms dealer though. Look, he's going to turn into a real one and have double the production.
He will indeed. Also got several terrorists in the middle there, so most likely looking for an arms dealer or something similar. We'll have to see what Rage actually decides to do with those terrorists.
Yeah, even Size as well is also going for his double arms dealer. So a very aggressive playstyle, going for the double arms dealer rather than going for a palace, going for the spam rather than going for that high tier. Scorpions being mixed in, fantastic work. They will be really strong against the quads. Moving in for the cutoff here, technicals and the quads engaging onto the RPGs and the quads of Rage. Who's going to win this one? Quads backing off from Size, loses the first quad of the game here, but looks as though the Scorpion is just too much and very, very cost efficient in this engagement against the quads. So Rage backing away from that one.
Scorpions being an excellent pickup there. At the same time, I think Rage stuck a technical into the base of Size. Did it take out the arms dealer? Yeah,
Oh.
wow, it took the arms dealer and the supply. There was so many terrorists mixed in there. I saw that coming. That was absolutely crazy. But Size, at the same time, destroyed a lot of quads. So pretty even terms here.
Size already having the second arms dealer up means that his production won't be slowed down. So that's a nice tech terror from Rage, and as a result, Rage is going to have even more free reign on this map. Denying that tunnel is going to be fantastic work. 2 arms dealers, middle supplies. All derricks has been captured though by Size, but not by Rage, and going through third supply.
Yeah, Rage will have to be going for that one. Yeah, decided to go for the third supply instead. Hopefully that ends up paying off. Also transitioning into some Scorpions, but without rockets. So Size having the advantage on rockets at the moment.
Here come more technicals. A nice 3 squad pop. Rockets being completed. The garrison there as well. Tech Terror gets the deny. Fantastic work from Size, keeping down that middle supply. So for now, Size has the income advantage with their third Derrick, but Rage looks like he wants his own with that Rebel.
Yeah, Rebel is ready to go. Some more Scorpions coming out, and now the push coming out from Size in the middle. Going to be nuking down some of the terrorists, but this flank here from Rage. Rage does get a few rockets off, takes out 1 Scorpion, and forces Size off from that middle supply.
Rage definitely has the numbers advantage with his quads and his Scorpions, which is really allowing him to have such good control, but Size will be building the Scorpions of his own and going for his Palace.
Yeah, no Palace tech, I don't think, to speak of coming out from Rage yet. More focusing on unit production and control of the center at the moment. Moving out some more Scorpions as well. Hopefully Size can take full advantage of that early Palace.
Supplies getting destroyed pretty fast, but the garrison off to the side, chock-a-block full of those RPGs will deny one of these Scorpions. The supply has actually finished. Garrison being occupied here for Size, but gets destroyed almost immediately. Rage pushing forward with his own Scorps.
Big Scorpion pop in the middle here, but at the same time, 1 on the side, and that's going to demolish the Scorpions of Rage. They'd already used their rockets attacking the supply and just got shredded by the Scorpions from Size.
And that's 4 scrap for Size. Scrap on quads is bad because it kind of bugs out. They don't have as much damage, but scrap on Scorpions is fantastic. Scrap 1, they fire faster, I believe. Scrap 2, they fire 2 rockets. It's a huge buff.
Massive, massive buff. So now the bedded up Scorpions are coming in. The scrapped up Scorpions, they're ready to go. Bit of a pop coming out here from Size. Just wants to try and take control of that third supply because it is a little bit off to the side and vulnerable to being pushed out by Rage.
We may also see Scud launchers. Scud launchers are a very nice counter to sort of a grouped up blob of tanks and quads here, which is, again, it's nice to see the vanilla matchups because it gives you more options of those tech paths.
It does indeed. So Size just trying to keep the supply alive at the moment, but there's a lot of Scorpions coming out from Rage. Rage is going to be firing away. Maybe lose a Scorpion here. Loses 1, but the Engager is going to come out now. The Scorpions are being taken down, but now they're focusing each other.
Rage on a good angle will weaken a lot of those Scorpions backing away. They don't want to lose them to not only the RPGs, but also the terrorists. That's a fantastic mix there from Size because it forces away the Scorpions as the old Derrick's being captured here by Rage.
Rage finally securing that all Derrick. It's a little bit late to the party, and now the terrorists are moving in outside of Tunnel Rage, though. Really want to keep them alive. The Scorpion Pop is coming back out. The supply is still alive now for Size.
Is that a tech terror full of terrorists? It is indeed. That will deny the tunnel and 2 of the Scorps. Fantastic plays there. The tunnel here from Size has been destroyed, but will rebuild itself. Tunnel actually survived, though, for Rage. That's very, very crucial for tunnel pops.
That's very nice indeed. And at the front here, another supply going down for Rage. He's looking to push out Size now, but look at that RPG transition coming out from Size. Easy way to deal with those Scorpions when the rockets are down.
Rage is really committing to these Scorpions and not having many quads, nor does he have his Jarmans, so he doesn't really have a cost-efficient way to deal with his RPGs, but here comes a quad off to the side. Scorpions, the rockets will snipe RPGs, but not very cost-efficiently.
Nice go. Looks like Rage is actually going to manage to sneak in quad in here. It's going to take out several workers before it being taken out itself.
But the Scorpions take it down just in time, so this supply is incredibly contested.
Wow.
Neither player wants to let the other person get the supplies down, but for now, Size is doing so, whilst Rage has his 4th and his 3rd. So they're going to both be mining from the 4th supply, but Size in the better position.
He is indeed. So Rage going to be firing away here. Doesn't manage to snipe down 1 Corbin, but this pop from the side coming out from Size. Having those 2 tunnel networks available is absolutely fantastic. Here comes the Jarman.
And Bug is off to the side as well, so a fantastic tech victory here from Size will secure all 3 of those Scorpions and even the Scrap Scorpion. But that one gets sniped, so now Size can capture the Scrap Scorpion of Raid. That's a fantastic play, choosing the Scrap Scorpion to be his victim, but pushing on the left-hand side.
Nice transition here from Rage after losing the engagement down the bottom. Does manage to take out the tunnel network. He can probably push through and try and take the oil.
And the Toxin Tractor will clear the garrison. That's a very, very good move because that will shut down some of the income here of Size. But 5 buggy is going to be very nice long-range sniping. Doesn't have the buggy ammo just yet, but will have a fair bit of damage. Size allows Rage to get that Scorpion back, but will deny it just in time.
On the side here, I think the oil derrick may get taken out. Jarman walks a little bit too close to the tunnel there, buddy, and the oil derrick gets taken out at the cost of several Scorpions, but definitely worth it.
And that Size has these 5 ammoed up bug is going to give him a huge sort of advantage in terms of his ability to pick those engagements because he has the long range sniping that he can drive around, you know, taking down the tunnels and the Scorpions here. And Rage is actually a fair bit behind in his tech. Has his pallets just up now, but is behind on buggies, and that can be very, very crucial in those GLA mirrors. Starting to mix in some of these buggies now, but rather going for his 3rd and 4th supply in favor. But here come the Scorpions, getting demolished with the Scorpions, and their rockets doing a fair bit of damage, taking out one of the buggies in the process.
Very, very lucky. The splash damage almost took out 3 or 4 of them, and the Scorpions are moving in on the buggies now. No, they're going to pop back into the tunnels, but what has Size got? He's got a 2nd layer of tunnel networks. That's what he's got. Going to take out those Scorpions now.
Fantastic splitting and tunnel popping, not even losing a single buggy, having tunnels behind and to the side allows him to evac those tunnels safely and efficiently, and will just demolish those Scorpions. Very nice play from Size.
Fantastic micro sniping down all of the Scorpions. Having those 2-layer tunnels is something we've seen coming out from Size a lot. He's fantastic at doing that. He has the buggy pops from the front, and then he buggy pops from the rear, and here comes Rage's buggies. You know, not as effective. Don't have that double ammo. Makes them look a little bit puny compared to Size's ones.
It sure as hell does. And again, I would like to see a Scud launcher, because if you'd managed to land it, but look, nice timing from Rage, popping his own buggies to snipe down the buggies of Size as they unleash their volley onto the tunnels.
Yes, indeed. And at the same time, look, another perfect pop coming out. Rage is all over the place. His tunnel networks are actually split up, so he's popping out the buggies to snipe down individual units from Size and popping them back in. The RPG is going to make them duke out. No, here's the 2nd layer tunnel from Rage as well, forcing off the Scorpions there.
Size having the Jarman will give him a good edge against his RPGs, which he will take all of them down straight away, but losing more and more of these buggies. So Braid is actually trading very cost efficiently against those buggies.
Incredibly so, despite for a lot of that not actually having the double buggy upgrade, which is down now, and just sniping down so many buggies from Size. Size keeps focusing the tunnel networks. Rage pops and takes out the buggies instead.
Double scrap on the Scorpions will allow them to just burst the buggies hardcore with double rockets, but the Barrison being so strong with the RPGs and losing more and more of these buggies. Size really needs to stop going for those tunnels and losing his own buggies in the process.
Doesn't indeed. One of them actually got sniped by the Jarman from Size. We'll have to see if they can actually be recapped. All the action is happening on this right flank now. They're just fighting each other. Who has the best micro? The buggy, another one gets taken out from Size, and another one for Rage as well. They're trading 1-for-1 at the moment.
But this is going towards Rage, because not only has Rage killed the old Derek, he's also mining from the 3rd supply while they're both from the 4th. So the longer this drags out, this is definitely going towards Rage, and we may see him start getting more and more black markets. Whoa, actually maybe not. Size has 6 black markets. Rage only has 1.
I think at the moment. I think he only put the 1 at the back. He's just been committing so hard to going for that Palace tech, whereas Size already had it. Now sniping down the tunnel networks as well. Another nice pop coming out from Rage. So I think it's pretty even. There's a lot of black markets for Size.
Yeah, but the black markets should be evened up by the 3rd supply and the old Derek. So it's definitely either man's game at this stage. Who can have the best engagements? This Jarman is really paying off. I would like to see some way for Race to deal with that, but being very, very aggressive. And he has to actually make sure he finishes off those buggies. It is a Jarman from Rage. Fantastic. He could use that to counter snipe the Jarman of Size if he leaves it nearby, but he has revealed that it's in the field.
Exactly right. So again, Size just really wants to destroy these tunnel networks, and just more snipes coming out from the Jarman as well. He's looking for workers now. Yeah,
because that will slow down the income. Jarman getting another buggy. Indeed, Jarman not close enough to get the counter snipe in time, but this is a good angle here from Size. Takes out one of the buggies.
We'll have to see if we can get the recap. There's 3 decrewed buggies in the middle now. Whoever can get them, and they're double scrapped as well, is really, really important. So they have the double ammo upgrade. So they're firing away. Rage is pushing back. I really don't know who the economic advantage is going to. There's one supplier that's being evened out by black markets, but there's also an oil derrick on the side of Rage, so
yeah, but
it's incredibly close.
The issue with the supplies is the supplies do expire,
Yeah.
where black markets and oil derricks sure as hell do not. And the real issue here is that whoever goes, oh, Jarman may get sniped by Rage here. No, he doesn't get it in time. Jarman facing, no,
Got
what?
revealed!
Was it a radar van?
It must have been a radar van scan.
Must have been excellent play there, because now that will allow Rage to capture the buggies, because he couldn't do so when the Jarman was there and camping those buggy husks. Size gets one of them though, but in the middle he's actually going for some more aggression in the middle, wants to deny that third supply, but a battle bus has hit the field here from Rage. A terrorist though moving in to force them back. It means the Jarman has to be nearby. Excellent work there by Size, forcing the Jarman on the left hand side.
Buggy versus
Middle,
buggy. Sacrificing a few workers here, and now Rage is pushing up the center. If he can get that battle bus within tunnel range, there's going to be no more buggy pops that can come out from Size.
Exactly, you cannot tunnel pop when there's a battle bus rather, camping it outside. But Size is doing nice work at denying these tunnels.
It's exactly what he needs to be doing. Also took that garrison there, and it has the worker repairing it, and that's a massive buggy army from Rage now. He's recurring all of the buggies.
The battle bus does get destroyed though for now, but still full of the RPGs, and there's just so many of these buggies in a pretty big blob there. Size looks as though he's behind in his units, gets a couple of snipes there, but again, Size is just spending so much of his money in these black markets, which may start to pay off as Rage is getting a fair bit behind on his black markets
He's
of his
about
own.
4 or 5 black markets behind at the moment. The buggy pop is a little bit this time from Size, loses only the one, very, very fortunate, but also loses the tunnel network.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we haven't seen any Scud launches, because against that blob, if the Scud launcher lands, it'll just kill all of them. And it could be incredibly powerful. Rebooting a forward barracks, going for angry mobs might be a good decision if the Jarmans aren't nearby.
Yeah, angry mobs could be absolutely fantastic, assuming there's no toxin tractors mixed in yet, or there's no Jarman. Man, it's just buggies v buggy war right now. Size and Rage are going to war with each other. Also, having that garrison there means Size is trying to take control of the third supply that Rage actually has and take it out, but Size has already pretty much mined that out, so now he's just going for more and more black markets.
Yeah, exactly. So Rage will lose his supply, but it won't even matter. And
that's a Scud launcher.
That is the Scud launcher I have been waiting for, but on the hand of Rage, I thought Size going for it will be more important. Here comes a Jarman once again from Size. What will he go for? Denying the supply would be nice, but again at this stage, Size has also mined out his own 4th supplies, so the supplies will no longer be a priority target.
No, they will not be. Indeed, as the buggy sniped out another Scorpion there, and the Jarman gets 1 snipe, 2 snipes. That's Rage's Jarman right there. It's firing away at the workers rebuilding the tunnel networks, and there's an angry mob.
Here come the angry mobs, will force some quads out of Rage. You can't really rely on the Jarman because, again, if the other Jarman is sitting there, it can counter-snipe quite hard, but sending in buggies one at a time through a blob of buggies won't exactly be the most efficient means either, but Size going for a flank on the left-hand side.
Yeah, got to destroy at least one tunnel network. Will he get the second before there's another buggy pump? No, got to back off from this one. We have to remember, where is Rage Scud Launcher? It's out there somewhere. It's probably in the tunnel networks. There it is. It's in the middle. It's firing away at the tunnel networks.
Yeah, and we also have not seen any Scud Storms just yet. Both of these players really wanting to just get as many black markets as they possibly can. Command Center being built here from Size. Buggies from Size doing some nice snipes.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Does take out the Toxin Tractor now, but the Angry Mob is pretty much going down. I'd say, no, the Buggies say not to quite take it out as they have a little laugh to themselves. Jarman's going to clean them up, though.
I don't know if that was Angry Mobs laughing.
Yeah.
But look, a fantastic buggy engagement here. Rage able to deny three buggies and the tunnel. But that, again, the garrison on the side is just so fantastic when it's that full of RPGs.
Nice work from Rage. Pushing in the side, and another Angry Mob coming out from Size. Will this one pay off? I'm not 100% sure.
It really slows down the buggies. It means that they can't advance as freely as they'd like. Stealth tunnels being upgraded, that's nice to see. The other thing as well, again, keep in mind, GLA Vanilla, they will have the GPS Scrambler. They don't get it as soon as Stealth. It's 5 command points rather than 3, but I mean, they'll definitely get that. And you can stealth all of those buggies or the battle buses. It can be very, very important. Rage's Jarman being revealed by a radar van, I believe.
Yeah, but just going to be walking away from that one. Absolutely no issues. Both players shouldn't force each other back, so maybe some more Scud launches. I'm not sure what else Rage can try and do to push back Size and vice versa. Does have the old Derek up still, and just more Angry Mobs trying to look for those garrisons, but with that Anthrax upgrade, they're just not being effective.
Yeah, that's great. I love seeing that Anthrax transition, and that's another advantage that GLA Vanilla has over Demo is that... Oh, that's actually a Rebel ambush. Not going to be too effective there, though, but the buggies on the side doing some very aggressive work against the tunnels of Size.
They are indeed. So looks like the Rebels are just looking for a few of those RPGs. So not being, as you were saying, super effective given their, vanilla Rebels, which are no means good, but some nice snipes coming out from Rage, securing a lot of tunnel networks on the side of Size.
Very aggressive positioning here from Rage. He may get his buggies caught and cut off to the tunnel, but backs away just in time. He's actually denied most of the forward tunnels that will allow Rage to push through that side a lot easier without the worry of the double layered tunnel pops.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure whether we're baiting for an Anthrax bomb or what the idea is here for Size, because he didn't actually decide to pop his buggies in that instance. Going to be taking down a few more of those Rebels and decide to push through the middle instead. There's another Jarman snipe coming out into that Scorpion.
The capture upgrade is available for those Rebels. They could cap the supply if they decide to do so. Angry Mobs ripping through the garrisons, melting them, and going for the cap now.
Yeah, they will indeed. Looks like the Scorpion will be denied by the Scorpions on the side, but the Angry Mobs are going to be forcing off the Scorpions up the top, with the missiles being incredibly potent. Here we go, the Splice being capped.
On the left-hand side, the buggies are pushing through quite well in the middle, so Rage is actually getting pushed back on the middle and the left, but this huge army of buggies and Scorpions on the right-hand side is ridiculous, and with, again, the Toxin Shell, the Scorpions are just so powerful against those Angry Mobs.
Incredibly potent, so that's a massive buggy army there from Rage, but he's got to be just so careful he doesn't get them caught out, and at the same time, just going to be forcing up all the Rebels trying to cap in the center.
And also, yeah,
GPS
there's
Scrambler.
fantastic GPS Scrambler, which means that the Anthrax Bomb would be available as well, and they can just deny a whole army of buggies instantly. But the thing is Rage's black markets are looking very exposed. There isn't many defenses left, and that may allow... Well, what killed those? Wow, was that a lot
Several of them. There's a lot of buggies there. The splash damage coming out from Size. Rage, a little bit of a miss micro. They're losing several buggies.
Yeah, so these black markets could get denied very soon if Size starts to push through, which he may do so, losing so many of those Scorpions there in the middle. But these buggies on the right-hand side are continuing to advance, and they're not too far off getting in black market range.
They're starting to get there, but there's just so many tunnel networks out from Size. He has them all over the map, but whereas Rage, look, he doesn't, and we do have Size already on the main tech buildings. He's onto the barracks now, has several Angry Mobs on the side. I'd really like to see them start to move up through the middle and start sniping down the black markets.
And the Jarman is just denying these RPG. Scorpions being rallied through 2 at a time. Definitely need to see more than that. Sneak attack was planted there, but Size is looking incredibly strong right now.
Yeah, sneak attack just to get the buggies out and make sure they didn't get caught too much out of position. So Size just still pushing up the front lines here, but Rage is going to be pushing back as well, sniping down several of the buggies.
I think the Anthrax Bomb really will decide this game, because whoever buggies get caught out by the Anthrax Bomb will mean that the other player can just push through and just start denying black markets.
And what does Rage have to deal with this many Angry Mobs? Does he have a Toxin Tractor? Man, I hope so, otherwise he's in some serious trouble.
Even Scud launchers as well, they do fire the Anthrax missiles if you change it, so they can also deal with those Angry Mobs pretty effectively, where Toxin Tractors can get denied and snipe quite fast. But that is an Anthrax Bomb, I believe. We'll deny all of those Angry Mobs instantly.
Nice.
A good choice, preventing that flank. But now it means that Rage cannot use that against the buggy army.
No, he can't indeed, and the Toxin Tractor's going to be moving onto the side to deny some RPGs, but look how grouped the army of Size is.
May get caught here by the Scorpions, if not definitely the buggies overcommitting to the Scorpion, and will lose a fair bit as well. Perhaps not buggies do outrun the rockets and won't lose too many of them, but it's just such a back and forwards game here. It's all about the micro, who gets the better engages and can push through.
Did actually snipe down 2 Scorpions there. Good job, Size, but the tunnel network has gone down now, and there's a stealth rebel ambush up the top. Is it going to go for caps? What's it going to go for? Maybe just trying to gun down individual black markets, get the advantage there.
It's actually surprisingly effective. I didn't realize that many rebels could destroy a black market that fast. Vet 3 heroic buggy's quite nice, but Jarman is there. No, that's Size's Jarman.
Size's Jarman snuck into the base of Rage, so it's looking to defend the rebels as they move through the black markets. It's a rebel against black markets.
And that's actually interesting, because Toxin rebels cannot attack buildings. So vanilla rebels, they're not very good against like vehicles, but against buildings, it's incredibly powerful.
incredibly so. And Rage really needs to deal with these rebels, otherwise he's in some serious trouble. 2 of the rebels are going for the cap, while the rest of them to destroy them. Rage has to choose where he's going.
Buggies are not the most effective means of dealing with the rebels. The Jarman's there as well, denying the workers here. The rebels will take down the buggies incredibly fast if they're within range, but a Scorpion tank with the Anthrax takes out all of them with a single rocket, but still one is capping on the side. He needs to crush that. The Scorpion should go for the Nope, he gets it in the end.
Just in time.
Those Anthrax rockets are so powerful on the Scorpions.
They are indeed. And at the same time, Size is going to be pushing up the left-hand side and the right. Rage is being pushed right back into his base. Doesn't have half as much as what Size does. So many black markets. It's crazy. He has like over 10 of them now.
And he did lose 2 of them to that rebel ambush. So Size definitely looking as if he's in the commanding position of this game. The Anthrax bomb, again, it's on cooldown, so Rage can't use that, at least not for a while. It may come up sort of soon, but I don't think it matters at this stage. Given how many tunnels there are for Size, it would be hard to actually land that really clutch money Anthrax bomb.
It's going to be very, very tough, and there's so many angry mobs from Size as well, and from Rage, he hasn't managed to deal with them yet. Here we go, sneak attack.
GPS Scrambler, though, ready to meet it. Will take down the sneak attack incredibly fast. Nice reactions, and I love having headsets. I can hear that, but Scorpions and the Buggies getting quite caught. Tunnel was denied, so can't evac, but Size loses a couple of Buggies in the process.
That he does indeed. So several are going to have to be backing off there. Rage, unfortunately, having lost that tunnel network on the side, and a big army from Size pushing up the middle. He's got a lot of Scorpion tanks there.
A fantastic flank here from Rage will prevent the retreat of these Buggies. Loses all of them, but the Jarman are having an absolute field day on these angry mobs.
Yeah, he will indeed. There's going to beat him up super fast. He'll snipe down every single member there as the angry mobs push up the top. Finally going to destroy the oil derrick, hopefully, of Rage, but the Scorpion moves to deny.
Yeah, that old derrick has been there for far too long, and I did hear a sneak attack. But oh, there it is, the sneak attack.
Sneak attack just in the base.
A very defensive sneak attack. The angry mob was not able to secure the... Wow, they're actually Molotoving. The Scorpion isn't denying it. Rage.
Look at the speed. Rage, please, don't let your old Derek die.
That is very, very crucial. That's like the only thing that Rage actually has above Size, and he will lose it. He's going to let that old Derek die, despite the fact the Scorpion was there. Incredibly huge blow, but at this stage, I think it's just a little bit too late, as Size is just hammering a huge army here of Scorpions through the left-hand flank.
He is knocking at the door, and Rage is trying to move to defend. He lost that old Derek at the top, and the Scorpions may get caught out position. No, they're going to be fine. The Buggies are kiting very, very well, and they're sniping down all of the Scorpions from Size.
I believe they also had the GPS scramble of the Scorpions. They probably would have been in range, but they did get stealth in time. Here, Jarman is again back from Size. Sniping the vetted ones is the good choice, as the Scorpions would able to deny them the Jarman if he actually gets the focus fire correctly.
Yeah, the angry mob also getting taken out, so good defensive play from Rage, but I'm pretty sure he's behind in black markets. I don't think he has very much in the way of income. There's nowhere near as many as Size does.
How quickly can you count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I count 10. Okay, so we got a 10
that's
count
fine.
on Rage.
Now, this is going to be a hard one, though.
Okay,
Are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you sure you can handle this?
Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 black markets coming out from Size now. So Size is definitely having the numbers advantage, but it's not as bad as we thought. He does have a Scudstorm, though.
The Jarman does drop, though. The Scudstorm is really going to put the clock onto Rage. He has that many times, but these Rebel ambushes destroyed all of the Buggies. And while the Scorpion's getting caught on the side, Rage loses his entire army to a vanilla Rebel ambush. I never have seen vanilla Rebel ambushes be as effective as this.
Yeah, no one levels the vanilla Rebel ambush, but look what happens when you do. You take out Scorpions and Buggies and black markets. Wow.
And then you recapture Buggies.
That's exactly what you do.
Well, I think
in before there's a nerf.
I was just about to say that Rage wasn't looking too bad because of his army of Buggies and because they were vetted up and because they had GPS Scrambler, but now all of a sudden the Rebel ambush nullified that, and Size is just looking incredibly strong. More black markets, bigger army, Scudstorm on the way. So
3 minutes 50 and no long range artillery way for Rage to actually deal with those black markets, to actually deal with the Scudstorm. I'd like to even see him transition to a battle bus to try and sneak it into the base of Size. It probably won't work, but he's so far behind at this point, I don't see another way he can come back.
Yeah, exactly. He really needs to start denying those black markets. There is an Anthrax bomb, but it needs to find...
It's predictive.
It needs to find the Buggies, and it will not. It will find 2 RPGs of Worker, and the Scorpions will drive away. And He really needs that. The Anthrax Bomb was something that would have allowed Rage to push through, getting his own Scud Storm, a bold move, but I don't think it'll pay off here. Scud Launcher getting caught. What fire its rocket in time? If it did fire the rocket, that may have taken out those Scorps and the buggy.
I think it will, but now they're in the base and they'll be looking for the black markets on the side. Yeah, look, Angry Mobs as well from Rage in the center, kind of transitioning after Size. He's got some out as well, and some more Scorpions, but the Angry Mobs are just going to be denied by the Anthrax upgrade from Size.
Yeah, that Anthrax upgrade is just so crucial. Buggy's being destroyed. Did lose one of Size's own buggies, but nearby the tunnel, and with his Scorpions from Rage, he should be just fine. A lot of scrap on the ground, which could be quite nice there. The tunnel will get denied, and that's actually a very, very crucial tunnel because it's basically protecting that many black markets.
Yeah, it is indeed. Looks like the hole actually does survive, fortunately, so that will get rebuilt for Rage, but does open up a nice flanking opportunity for Size on the side. So this game's slowing down just a little bit now, because everyone wants to be quite careful with their units and their preservation. Rage has been using a lot of those Anthrax bombs. I don't think we've seen that many come out from Size.
I don't think I've seen a single one, so perhaps he was leveling up the Rebel
Rebels,
ambush.
and he couldn't afford to actually go for the.
Oh, but fantastic play here from Size. That's what we needed to see. 2 full battle buses absolutely garrisoned up with RPGs, demolishing the tunnels, black markets, and the Scud Storm. That's excellent play there, losing that one, resetting the clock, killing it, and now the battle buggy looking very, very exposed. One of the battle buses does get destroyed to its metal box on the ground, but the buggies, the RPGs in the battle buses are getting vetted up. One of them's fully heroic. Scud Launcher is firing, but Size looking incredibly strong.
Yeah, he is indeed, and that battle bus is still alive. Going to be taking out at least 3, maybe 4 of the black markets. No, maybe not firing in time. It's actually stealthed, I think.
It is.
Yeah, it's stealth. They got GPS Scrambler, but, you know, Range is too good for that. He knows where it is.
Force fires the ground and takes it out, but that's putting Size even further ahead. And once this Scud Storm lands in 1 minute, we may see a huge push from Size with a lot of Scorpions and the buggies.
There's a nice reveal there as well. Knows where the black markets are for the base.
Warrior has fallen.
As well. So a warrior has fallen. Oh no, that's so good. So more Angry Mobs pushing up the Size from Size. He's got those pushing in, but they were a little bit mistimed with the tunnels. The tunnels actually came just back up for Rage from their holes into the real tunnel networks before the Angry Mobs could actually get there. Otherwise, he might have been able to destroy them.
And there's
the Rebels.
Excellent work there, because he's going to have to force Rage to defend that with his own Jarman. The Scud Launcher's there, but he also uses it combined with a sneak attack. That is fantastic timing, because it means that Rage can't defend both. Rage has to take out the sneak attack or the Rebels, and will lose a black market as a result. Won't be too effective, but again, killing one black market is always just so crucial.
And going to be followed up with a push as well. The Scud Launcher, sorry, not landing, and here comes the Anthrax Bomb finally here from Size. That was actually kind of nice, I suppose.
Scud Storm!
Scud Storm!
Scud Storm fired. Where are we going?
Where are you? Scud Storm? Scud Storm. And what?
Was it Saboteur?
Please?
Oh, there's Scud Storm!
Ah,
yes!
there's Scud Storm. What's going on, buddy?
There is the palace being destroyed and the supply. Excellent work, because now Rage cannot build his own buggies, Jarmun, or battle bus until he rebuilds that, and that will take a bit of a while. So a good timing there. Not able to secure the tunnels without allowing for a big push, but definitely putting Rage back, and the Toxin Tractor actually getting scrapped.
Yeah, gotta love it when the Toxic Tractor gets strapped. Do you know what it gets when it gets strapped?
I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
I think like probably more damage,
Yeah.
but like it doesn't need more damage. Maybe range. I mean that would make
Range
sense.
would be smart. Maybe it can kill vehicles now or something.
Yeah, maybe it can like flame wall like a dragon tank.
Yeah.
Double Scud Launcher from Rage. Will it pay off? Not going for the Scorpions on the flank.
Out of position.
Very, very critical there. Will lose one of them in the process here. And again, Size is just slowly whittling away what Rage has. But on the right-hand side, Rage doing his own counterattack.
Nice Scorpion push there. The black market's a little bit out of position, actually in front of the tunnel networks on the side. Size can be pushing back as well with those Scorpions. So Scorpions versus buggies. 3 minutes 40 until we see another Scud Storm coming out. But it's forcing investment from Rage. He has to invest in another palace to get more buggies, and all of his army gets taken out.
Rage will hold on to the fully heroic double scrapped up Scorpion unless he drives it into the tunnel, and he will lose that one straight away, giving Vet 2. And 35 minutes on the clock. This has been a pretty intense game here as our first game of this best in 9 series. But it looks as though Size finally has the edge he needs to win the game. He won't be able to win just yet. GLA mirrors, it's hard to push your opponent out of the game. But I think it's fair to say that Rage does not have a lot less. Unless he manages to get a really clutch Anthrax Bomb and just deny the entire army of Size. But I don't think Rage is going to let that happen. Sorry, Size, because Size is absolutely on the ball with his micro. And going for the right flank here with his Scorpions is great because look how exposed his black markets are.
They're right off to the side and very, very easy to take out as Rage and Size lose a few Scorpions in their middle, but now the Scorpions from Size are going to be pushing into the base.
Size recaptures one of the Scud launches of Rage, and that was the one with the GPS scrambler. These Scorpions are having a great time against these undefended black markets.
Yeah, Black Market War is losing now for Size, and look at that, his transitions are fantastic. He puts the sneak attack tunnel down and goes, which lot of Scorpions are you going to deal with? Especially
as he pushes through the front. Anthrax Bomb as well, though, for Rage. Probably going for the middle, I would say, but he's losing so much of his base to the Scorpions, and again, Rage has to respond to that sneak attack.
So the Anthrax Bomb looks like it's going to be landing now as we have a little smoky bug out there. And it's supposed to be TD no bugs, Callum. What's going on?
They look like Comanches that haven't hit puberty.
Exactly right. So the Scorpion push is coming in now from Size into the base. Going to go for the Arm Stealer probably, or even more black markets. Rage just has to move to defend now.
Look how much cash Size has. He's getting so much income.
Yeah,
he just has a lot more ability to spam. Yeah, he's got two black arm dealer. There's a rebel ambush, but we'll just get obliterated by the Scorpion rockets. But it will mean that the rockets will fire on the rebels and not the Scorpions. Rage having an incredibly impressive army, but Rage losing a fair bit of it in the process.
He does indeed. So it's going to be Scorpion push against Scorpion push now. Size, Rage, look, he has a bigger army than I thought he did. The tunnel network's getting denied now. I think at this point it's just killing as many of Rage's tunnels as possible until you finally just force him economically out of the game. Scud Launch is going to be up again soon.
But it's at the stage now where Size does not have to micro. He doesn't care. He just has so much cash. He can just spam. Look, 1, 2, 3.
3 arms dealers, and just like he can't fit anymore because there's too many black markets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's gonna have to start selling his black market so he can put more arms dealers. Exactly. Yeah, he's just spamming Scorps. He doesn't even need to micro.
It's 3 Scorpions all the time. That's just constant production, and you just can't keep up.
Just wave after wave of expendable Scorpions while Rage is desperately trying to hold on. Does have, again, a pretty sizable army on the left-hand side here, but is it going to be enough? Losing another black market in the front. And Rage looks as though he will start to crumble.
And you will indeed. So the Scorpions, that's the issue here. Size has been sniping black markets. Rage
Garrison
has been just getting denied hard by the Scorpions coming out from Size. I can imagine Size's fingers right now. They're not doing micro, they're macroing. It's like, one, Scorpion.
Exactly, still floating 5k, and there's a Scud Storm firing. This may well indeed sweeten the deal. Fantastic Palace and the 2 black markers in the one spot. Not the best placement, and probably will lose them as a result here. Scud launches, Scud Storm rather, going in, demolishing a big chunk of Rage's base. Won't lose it though.
The Palace, thankfully,
sneak
attack's probably going to take it
push out. And a push. This is it. This is finally the last advance that we have been waiting for.
Rage's last stand.
And a flank, a little backstab. You know, throwing his little daggers into the back of Rage's spine. And that is a GG, ladies and gentlemen. That is our first game here.
39 minutes.
Of the best of 9. A pretty crazy game. It's non-stop aggression.
Yeah.
I think Size was ahead in black markets from the start. And Rage couldn't come back. You know, when you go for that many black markets, it can allow you pretty vulnerable. So, like, Rage was kind of winning those engagements, and that's because Size was committing too much. Was committing a lot to the black market, so his army wasn't as big. Whereas Rage was the opposite. Rage had the bigger army, which is why he was exchanging really well. But it meant that he just started to fall behind. But Size not denying the oil derrick was something that really did keep Rage in the game.
Definitely did. Because of the early oil destroy from Rage, which is fantastic, it meant Size had to get ahead on black markets because the oil derrick is just so important when it comes to that, because it's a lot better than a black market is. So I don't know how many black markets is to an oil derrick, but it's
probably
few.
about 2.
It's probably about 2
I don't know.
Maybe 3, but it's very, very important to destroy those oil derricks, and if you can get them early before there's a lot of defenses around them, that's great, and that's exactly what Rage did, but just falling behind the black markets, that was the major thing there.
Yeah, and Rage, he also, again, he held on well because he had the 3rd supply, but once the 3rd supply got exhausted, then well, all of a
GG.
sudden Rage fell behind. But nice micro, fantastic engagements and tunnel popping. Excellent work, and let's move on to game number 2 of the best of 9 here for Rage vs. Size in the 1.4 World Series 2014. Catch ya.
Bye, guys.